All right, guys, today is Friday, August the 23rd, 2024. I just want to do a quick unboxing. I got a couple things in from Titan. Nothing too impressive, but let's check them out and let's see what it looks like. Two little boxes here. They've been here a few days now, and they look to be in pretty good shape. One of them I noticed did have this, so hopefully nothing dropped out of it. But anyhow, let me unbox this stuff and let's see what we got. All right, guys, technically both boxes are open. One of them was an easy setup. It's just a bar holder. But I've had this piece of Titan equipment here for a while, and it was just in the way. It was always on the floor, taking up a lot of space. They have two different sizes. They have like a 5-bar holder, I think, and then this one, which is a 9-bar holder. You know, if you're just putting straight bars in here, you could easily put 9, but I think I'm gonna eventually buy a log press. So that'll take up a couple of spots. That's why I went with the 9. I'm not a huge bar collector by any means. I mean, the bars that I use here, most people just call beater bars. They're the ones like when you buy a big set, they come with it. I've got another one in the shop. I've just left it out there because I really didn't have room for it. Got no complaints so far. I love the design of it. And no, this is not the spot it's going. I just temporarily stuck it there, because this is going to take a little bit of assembly. So I think I'm gonna, I bought a little tool set during the Black Friday sales or something like that. And trust me, I have nice tools in the shop, but I get tired of running back and forth for them. So I keep this in here. And besides the drill, I think this little set pretty much has everything I need. I think it opens it upside down. To assemble stuff in here. It would never fail. I was always running back and forth trying to find a little, you know, wrench or a socket. I think this will work out. Let me get this together and I'll show you what I got. All right, guys, did anybody guess what the other box was? It's part of a T-bar row. I love doing rows, but I really hate trying to change the weights out. And I believe this will hold the bar up when the bar comes across here, high enough that you can just put the plates on. The assembly of this is super easy, even with my little kit. It's just 8 bolts. Pretty simple. Feels good. I think it's going to work great. You may have remembered a little while back, I got to hook up my landmine. I'm going to mount it to here. I'm going to go ahead and pull the weights off tonight. It's getting late for me, so I'm going to wait and do this tomorrow, because I'm going to have to get a drill. But at least I'll have it ready to go. Tomorrow's Saturday, and the wife and I usually go garage selling in the morning, so it'll be sometime tomorrow afternoon. But I'll show it to you when I get it done. All right, guys, there's one thing I wanted to mention. This is the Titan T-bar row, and this costs, I think it's $139 if you bought it today. But if you've ever dealt with Titan, all you do is just look at one of the things on their site and they'll send you 3 markdowns immediately. I think I paid around $120 for this. But just to show you, the Rogue, it's like $429 for this same thing. Rogue is better. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's super hardcore. But when you're just talking about a home gym, I can't possibly see why you'd spend that much extra money, you know, just for a home gym. I mean, I'm telling you, My wife and I will never tear this up. But the Rogue, I bet, weighs about 70 pounds heavier. I mean, it's a monster machine, but check it out in the picture. And this Titan 9-bar holder, I don't see how they could have made it any better. I'm sure the Rogue is super heavy, which this is heavy too. I mean, nothing's moving at all in here. It shows it right now at $99. I'm pretty sure I paid $80 for it with the discounts you get from there. But you also got to remember, everything from Titan is free shipping, which on these big heavy things like that, man, that's huge savings. I'm pretty sure the Rogue does not have free shipping. I'm not positive on that. You'd have to check and see it. If so, you're talking about a big difference. And the Rogue is $165. Here's a picture of it. They look almost identical. I'm guessing that the steel is probably a thicker gauge steel on the Rogue and built like a tank. But again, I don't really see in something like this how it could possibly make any real difference. And I do believe you have to pay shipping on Rogue, which is going to add probably another $70 or $80 to it. So, but anyhow, like I said, some people just get stuck on a company brand. I'm not one of those people. I do like really nice equipment. I mean, it's just like this bench, this fitness gear, that came with this rack from Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, it works fine, but now when you compare it to my Rep bench over here, there is absolutely no comparison. I mean, the Rep blows it away. So there's certain things, that just make you happy. But anyhow, let me, and I have to laugh. These are just, I probably paid like $22 for this whole kit or something. But I went to pull the hammer out. And it's kind of funny because I'm not used to, this feels like a kid's hammer. I mean, it can't weigh more than a pound or so. It's so light that it's kind of comical. But I mean, it would get the job done for what it's for. And so far, I'm happy with the kit. I did notice that I did buy a metric kit, but the sockets and all are kind of off, so they kind of fit anything. So it worked perfect on here. I've got no complaints. All right, guys, I'm back. It's been a few days, and I made a oopsie. All right. Remember I was talking about mounting the landmine here? Well, it works perfect, except for one problem. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I drilled a hole through, put a new bolt in. Once I got it together, I realized that this goes all the way to the floor. So now I got the rock and roll weight stand. No bueno. I was gonna chisel out or cut out some of the metal in the Gold's Gym bar, but I decided no, that's just too much trouble for what it's worth. But I decided now I'm gonna move it over to here. Let me move my coins out of the way. Jesus, that's heavy. And this is a pure stud here, so I can a lot like myself, so I can mount it right here and use it this direction. I know you're saying, hey, the rower's in the way. Well, you got to remember, I still haven't painted, so I've got the rower pulled out. It won't be in the way. So I think I'm gonna get to mounting it there, and we'll see how well we like it. All right, today is Labor Day. And you may see this starship looking pattern down on the floor. Well, what this is kind of a crude layout of a functional trainer. That's what I've been missing here. And with this, I can kind of move it around the room and see where one might fit. I'm doing an extreme battle here in the mine. I have two functional trainers I want. Both are from Rep. I just can't decide which way to go. This is the one that I really want because it's built tall and wide, and I think for me, and it has a heavier weight stack. This is just pure functional trainer, nothing else. But it takes up a lot of space. Not exactly sure yet where I'm going to put it. If I buy this one, it's going to make it tight in here. But then they make another one. I'll show you a picture of them on here. That would replace this rack, which I want to eventually replace anyhow. My wife and I only use the outside of the racks. We're both too claustrophobic to use the inside of the rack, and neither one of us are doing heavy squats or anything like that. Thinking about going with the I can't remember the name of it, but basically what it is, it's a wall mounted rack. Does everything this rack would do, and we both love this rack. But it has a functional trainer on it too. The weight stacks don't go quite as heavy as this monstrosity, and the width would be about the same width as this one. So for a guy like me that's 6'5", I wouldn't get a good stretch on like chest cable rows. It's not the word part, but that'll do for now. So I'm trying to decide. And this being Labor Day, there's 30% off at Rep. So today's going to be the day I'm going to order it. These are both pricey machines. I just got to make the decision of which one I'm going to go with. Guess y'all just have to wait around and see. Yeah, there'll be a video coming about it as soon as it gets here. Alright guys, this seemed to be a simple fix. Besides all the mess, I gotta clean that up. But I basically just put two long lag bolts into here. This is pure studs behind this, so it's not going anywhere. And granted, you know, it looks tight now because the rower's back, but as soon as I push the rower back up, maybe I'll get motivated to paint now. But the good thing is this does swivel, so you know, I could roll it over here if I never paint. So it's going to work out perfect here. And as of now, the Titan bar holder, this is where it's going to be. I'm sure I'm going to move it later, but it works perfect. I've got another beater bar in the garage. I'm going to go bring it in too, now that I got a place to store it. Alright guys, I think we're going to call it quits on this video, and I'll get back to you when the new piece of equipment comes in. May even show you me assembling it. Whew, here it's kind of hard. We'll find out.